it's such an honor for us to be part of the competition here at the Red Sea International Film Festival. The Red Sea has been supporting the film since the beginning. We've been funded by the fund. I think it was one of the first projects that was funded by the Red Sea Fund. And we had the chance to do a work in progress conference, I think 2 years ago as well. So it was such an honor now to be selected and to be part of the competition. The project pretty much started as a duo with my producer, Sébastien Onomo. Amadou Kourouma's novel, Allah is Not Obliged, very much moved us, and for personal reasons, him being French Cameroonian, he could relate a lot to it. I guess also, unfortunately, in Cameroon, they also have comparable situations, and me on a personal level, my family, they are Armenians from Syria and Lebanon, and we have in our family war stories as well that led me to direct films, actually, that led me to direct my first short film, Shell All, and that took place during the Lebanese Civil War. And also the tone of the novel, Brahima, he tells a story with humor and irony, and but also the book itself is extremely meaningful, and that's things that as a teenager I would visit my family in Lebanon and I would hear stories about the war, but they were like funny stories, you know, like just anecdotes, but then they would turn into dramatic stories. And so this dynamic and this tone I could very much relate. And I think that this book, although it takes place in a very specific time, very specific area, unfortunately it's extremely current. And today hundreds of thousands of children are part of war, used in war. And that's very much what we wanted to express with this adaptation, that this book is very current, very relevant today, and meaningful. So we wanted the film to be a bridge to discover the book. I mean, to create the film, I needed to do lots of research. So I wanted to go to all the places in Liberia that of the book, and I worked with a former general, Mohamed Awali, who's from Sierra Leone, who lives in Liberia. And through him, I could interview many former combatants as well, and we could sort of challenge the script along the way, and I could design all the sketches as we were working together. So that was the ground base. And casting-wise, we had, for the French version of the film, most of the voices were recorded in Ivory Coast. Our main actor is SK07, is a famous rapper in Ivory Coast, is amazing. So it was such an honor and a pleasure working with him, and he also made the main song of the film. We have also the honor to work with Thomas Njijol, who does the voice of Yakuba. And we are now finishing the English and Kolokwa version that we recorded in Monrovia as well. First of all, the main challenge was the dialogue between the research and the book, and also translate Brahima's voice through the drawings and animation. I wanted to find ways to express the tone of the book with the animation and the drawings, and also with the music. You know, like all these animation cinema elements could be different ways to express and translate the book. So that was very important. Also, I wanted to very much show, like in the story, Brahima, he becomes a combatant, but he also finds this group of friends, and how they remain, like they have this bond together. That was also very, very important. And the relationship with Yakuba, who's a hustler, but also a juju man, who's presented as like someone that has no morals and everything, but eventually stays with this child. So this character has way more depth than we might think at first. So all these elements were very much important in the adaptation. I'm developing now one animation feature that's going to partly take place in Lebanon, and a live action feature actually.